Welcome back, friends. Were you able to find an oval in your house? Awesome. Did you have mommy or daddy send me a picture? Okay, well, if you didn't, make sure you do that before the day is over, okay? Awesome. Do you remember what our theme is this week? What is our theme? If you said spring, you're right. Our theme this week is spring. Now, these past few days, we've been using our eyes and our ears and our noses and our hands and bodies to look for signs of spring. What have you guys seen? Oh, some of you have heard birds singing, so you used your ears to hear. Good job. Oh, you smelled the flowers, so you used your nose to smell. Good job. You saw some clouds and some wind blowing the trees. Oh, you used your eyes to see. Very good job. And you felt the weather get warmer, so you used your body to feel. Great job, friends. You guys are finding some awesome signs of spring. Make sure you keep looking outside for signs of spring whenever you're out in nature, or even if you're inside looking out your window. You can see signs of spring like that too. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are doing awesome. So today we are going to read a book about the weather that we see in spring. Does anybody remember what kind of weather we were talking about the other day that comes a lot in the springtime? If you said rain, you're right. In springtime, we see a lot of rain. Do you remember why? Yes, because it helps the flowers and all of the plants grow nice and tall for the summertime. So we're going to read a book that talks a little bit more about the kind of weather we see in spring. And while we're reading this book, I want you to put on your listening ears, boop, boop, and your looking eyes, and pay very close attention so that we can see which of our senses, our eyes, ears, nose, bodies, or mouths, the friends in the book used to find signs of spring. And remember what signs of spring you see in the book so you can tell me afterwards, okay? Are you guys ready to read? Awesome.
Weather in spring. The sun comes out. The snow melts. Goodbye, winter. Spring is here. Spring is a time of change. It is a time of growth. The sun warms the soil, and plants poke through the dirt. Birds come back from going south. Animals come out of their burrows. People start to come outside too. Ben rides his bike. He does not need a coat. Spring also means rain. Rain makes the plants grow. Leah plays in the rain. She likes to stomp in the puddles. Spring can be windy. Kelly flies a kite. Whee! The air gets even warmer, and baby animals are born. Flowers bloom and grow. Soon it will be summer. The end.
Great job using your listening ears for that book, friends. So in the book, we learned that what kind of weather do we often see in the spring? Rainy weather, good. And windy weather, very good. Oh, yep, sunny weather. We see a lot of that in the spring. And what was the last one? Oh, cloudy weather. You're right, because the clouds bring the rain and the rain brings the flowers and the plants. So we need those clouds to come in spring. Did you see any signs of spring in that book? Shout them out if you remember. Say that again a little louder. Oh, you saw some rain in the book. You're right, that's a sign of spring. What was that? Oh, you saw the little boy who wasn't wearing a big winter jacket anymore. You're right, because the weather was getting warmer. He felt with his body that the weather was getting warmer, so he knew spring was coming and he didn't need a big jacket. Great job. What else did you see? Some animals. Yes, there were animals. A birdie, some little animals coming out of their burrows because all the animals are waking up from their long winter nap to see the spring coming. They're so excited just like we are. What was that last thing you said? Oh, yes, flowers. You saw flowers in the book. They were growing from the ground. And if we look carefully around us these next few weeks, we might see some flowers growing in the ground around our houses too. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, so keep an eye out. Use those eyes to see the flowers and the plants growing and blooming all around you, okay? Do you guys want to play a game with me? Ooh, I thought you might want to. We're going to play a game and try and guess what type of weather we see on the screen, okay? So in a few minutes, there's going to be some different pictures and movies on the screen with different types of weather. And you have to call out what kind of weather you see, okay? All right, let's go play.
Okay, are your looking eyes ready? What kind of weather do you see here? Sunny weather, that's right. I see the sun shining. Let's try another one. What do you see here? You're right, I see rain too. This is rainy weather. Okay, here comes another one. What do you see here? Do you see those clouds in the sky? They're hiding Mr. Sun. This is cloudy weather. Okay, let's try another one. You guys have been doing some great guessing so far. What do you think this kind of weather is? You're right. I think it's windy weather. I see the trees moving and dancing, being blown by the wind. Okay, last one. Can you guess what kind of weather this is? I see some dark clouds and some lightning. If you said stormy weather, you're right. This is some very stormy weather.
Great job, friends. You guys were awesome at that game. Oh my goodness. And actually, speaking of weather, what do I have here? Do you remember what this is? Our weather wheel. You're right. What do we use our weather wheel for? You're right, to figure out what kind of weather we see outside. We can move our arrow to whatever type of weather we see outside. Good job. And then once you figure out what type of weather you see, where should you draw and write about it? In your weather book. Awesome job, friends. So I think I'm going to go take a look out the window, maybe walk outside a little bit with Mommy and Daddy's permission and see what the weather is. And later, we can meet back here and talk about the weather a little bit. Does that sound like a plan? Awesome. So you're going to need to grab your weather wheel and make sure you know where your weather journal is. Go take a look at the weather. Make sure that your arrow is pointing to the right kind of weather that you see outside. And then draw a picture in your weather journal about what you see outside. And if you need help writing what the weather is, you can always ask Mommy or Daddy and they'll help you, okay? All right, good luck looking at the weather and writing it in your journal. We'll come back a little later and talk about it together, okay? All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, friends.